Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone, or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, one website, SummitCitySports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 3 of the first day of the Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association High School Hockey Division here on SummitCitySports.com. This final matchup will be a good one, as it is between the Bishop Dwenger Saints and the Carroll Chargers. These two teams started forming a bit of a rivalry last year as they both jostled for the first place spot. Last year, Carroll ended up getting the edge over the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Carroll coming off their third consecutive Memorial Cup victory, looks to get this season started on a good note and looking for a fourth consecutive title here this season, as Dwenger is hoping to put a crushing stomp on their dreams right off the bat by giving Carroll the early L. Returning players, key players for the Carroll Chargers is goaltenders Isaac Hyde, player Trevor Thornson, Alex Duffus, and Grant Palmer, Jake Dess, and Jacob Orey. This past season, graduating senior number 23 Nick Ramsey led the Chargers this past season in production with 29 goals and 26 assists, followed closely by Adam Studi with 20 goals and 18 assists. As the returning Carroll Chargers are looking to keep up the momentum that they had last season, but a very disappointing finish to their season last year, losing in the state finals. On to the Bishop Dwenger Saints, who are coming off a state title of their own, winning the two-way state title last year. Key returning players for the Bishop Dwenger Saints are Aiden Parrott, Grant Wagner, Michael Zaremba, Nicholas Kuharski, and Benjamin James and Colton Light. Returning goaltenders for the Bishop Dwenger Saints is number 50, Nick Allen. He is joined by his partner, number 1, Stephen Vlatt, who was with the Leo Lions last year, but has since come over to the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of your game highlights and live game streaming. Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? We've got you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at ParkviewSportsNetwork.com. We'll be right back with the first period action here on SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, one website, SummitCitySports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Parkview Sport One Ice House as we get ready for first period action between the Carroll Chargers and the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Last year, Dwenger was led in goals and assists by the graduating senior Jared Lamoth, putting up a staggering 65 goals and 34 assists for a grand total of 99 points. But their returning players are looking to hope to continue that trend and give Carroll the early L here in this game. Opening puck faceoff will be next here on SummitCitySports.com. Starting in goal for the Bishop Dwenger Saints looks to be number 50, Nicholas Allen. And in goal for the Carroll Chargers looks to be number 29, Isaac Hyde. Face-off for the Dwenger Saints, number 19, Kuharski against number 73, Spencer Hallsworth. Face-off won by the Saints. This is going to be a good one. Dwenger already pressuring, shot, saved by Hyde. James trying to get it, knocked out. Here comes Hallsworth, but loses it. And Knipscher, I believe, number 17, Griffin Knipscher loses control of the puck. Big hit there by Hallsworth. Picked up the corner as Mosier. Mosier bumped off the puck. McClung with it now, looking to get into the zone. He does, but loses control of the puck. Carroll sends it down the ice, and that will be an icing call. Dwenger seems really pumped this game, really looking to lay it on Carroll. Into the faceoff now is Benjamin James for the Bishop Dwenger Saints against Trevor Thornton. Faceoff won by Thornton, picked up by Gutierrez. Here comes number 7, Jake Dess, trying to get by. Here is Wallum. Wallum's shot is saved by Allen. Woods with it now, unable to grow it. Thornton trying to get some room. Bishop Dwenger breaking away, big hit, and here comes Nick James with the break shot above the net. Gutierrez battling in the corner. Thornton picks it up. And the far board's tied up now. Thornton, big hit there. Shot by Woods, saved by Hyde. Puck whistles wide. In the far corner now is James. James, big hit by Gutierrez on James. Gutierrez trying to get to Dess, unable to do so. Here comes Thornton. He's got Wallum with him again. Wallum turns away. And here comes DeGroot. Passed up to Szymanski. Thornton with it now in his zone, trying to get it out. Does so. Here comes number 64, Jack Huffman, loses control, and Robertson takes it down the near wing. Behind the play now, Alexander Duffus trying to get it out, unable to do so. Kept alive by Dwenger, but Hoffman will get it and send it out. Kuharski with it now, up the center ice. Gets it deep into the zone. Picked up by Duffus. Duffus sends it around, unable to keep it in is Zaremba. That is going to be waved off. No icing on the play. Allen behind the net to McClung. Palmer pressing hard with it inside the Dwenger zone. Kuharski wearing the C this year. Loses his balance. Picked off by Mosier. Mosier behind the net, looking to center, but blocked off by Hensley. Play in the near boards now, kept alive by Gutierrez. Two Dwenger Saints are battling Gutierrez for control of the puck. Knipscher gets it out. Kuharski sends it further into the Carroll zone. Ulrich picks it up for the Chargers into the corner. Big hit by Kuharski on Ulrich. Dwenger with it now. Behind the net, Zaremba with the wraparound attempt and unable to bank it home. Palmer with it now. Coming down. Grant dekes around the defense. Shot saved by Allen, and that is whistled down. The referee for this game is Josh Scott. End of the face-off now is Benjamin James against Hallsworth. Face-off won by James. Hensley with it now in the corner. Hensley coming up the far side. Gets it over to Nick James, who chips it further in the zone, but Duffus sends it away. And that is whistled down for an icing. 11:06 left in the first period. Game is tied 0-0. Great pressure by both teams as they are trying to fill each other out and make the other team really nervous with the physical play here today. Thornton against James in the faceoff. Faceoff won by Thornton. Gutierrez with it in the corner. Gutierrez up to Thornton. Thornton coming down the near boards. Thornton trying to get it to center ice, unable to do so. Dess with it in the corner. Dess to Thornton, unable to complete the pass. He is skating up the wing. Louis Knipscher. Knipscher with the shot, saved by Hyde. Nick James with it in the corner, stopped by Thornton. Louis Knipscher again, trying to get it at the slot, unable to do so. Picked up by Wallum. Wallum with it again. Sends it out, picked up by Joshua Woods the second. In his own zone, Robinson. Over to Zemanski. To McClung. McClung tries to get it in the zone. Big hit by Wallum. Here it comes, but that is whistled down for an offsides. Huffman trying to get into the zone, but Thornton a little jittery, and he goes offsides. 10:01 left in the first period. Robertson to the faceoff against Palmer. Faceoff won by Robertson. Palmer with it now, chips it in the zone. McClung up the ice to Zemanski. Zemanski will get it into the zone. Kuharski with it now. Over to Zemanski. Zemanski to DeGroot. Back to Zemanski in the corner. Tries to center it, but knocked away by Duffus. Palmer with a hit behind the net. Huffman with it now. We'll try to send it up the boards. McClung with the keep. McClung at the boards. Zemanski battling with Palmer for position. Duffus with it now, trying to clear it, and is able to do so. McClung coming up the far near boards, and will chip it into the Carroll zone. Palmer over to Huffman. Huffman gives it to number 10, Devin Perry. And then behind the net is DeGroot. DeGroot up to Kuharski. Pass is knocked away by Hallsworth. Knipscher with it now. It is a 3-on-2 for the Dwenger Saints. Kuharski with the shot. Saved behind. Rebound. He scores! Dwenger with the early lead. Getting up over Hyde with the shot. And the Dwenger Saints get the 1-0 lead. Face-off won by the Carroll Chargers. Down in the zone now. Nick James gets it out of the zone. Here comes number 20, Louis Knipscher, as he's behind the Carroll net. Dwenger with it now. Trying to center, unable to do so. Number 27, Brendan Hensley. Hensley behind the net. Trying to center it to Knipscher, unable to do so. Hensley stripped of the puck. Trying to get shot to the center of ice, unable to connect. This Knipscher shot, he scores! Benjamin James with the quick answer, and it is 2-0 Dwenger. Face-off won by the Carroll Chargers. Down in the zone. Thornton in the corner. Thornton moving up the side, loses control. And here come the Dwenger Saints as they clear it down, and that will be an icing. Face off now, Robinson and Thornton. Face off won by Robertson. Down in the corner is Woods, pressured by Des. Number 14, Woods will get it around. Zemanski chips it out of the zone. Thornton will pick it up at center ice. Zemanski once again tries to chip it into the Carroll zone, unable to do so. Tied up now, McClung, picked up by Woods. Woods skating in his own zone, gets it over to Wagner. Pressured out the puck. Wagner, Woods with the hit on Thornton, and here comes Woods. It is another 3-on-2 odd-man opportunity, but the pass to Zemanski does not go. Thornton with it now. It is 3-on-2 in favor of the Saints. Kowarski with the beautiful breakup of the play. Here comes Zaremba, who loses control of the puck, and that will be set down by Duffus. Hensley battling Thornton in the corner. Joined by Knipscher and Huffman in the sideboards. Puck loose in the boards. Knipscher with it. He will send it out. Picked up by Palmer, who sends it back in. Zaremba with it now at the far side. Loses control, but gains it right back. Zaremba up to Knipscher. Knipscher with the shot above the net. Kuharski with it now, sends it further into the zone. Picked up by Ulrey behind the net. Zaremba steals it, centering pass, unable to get it going. And that is going to be loose by the ref. Ref still sees it, so play goes on, and Zaremba shoots it above the net. Gutierrez with it now to Ulrey. Ulrey up the boards to number 10 of the Carroll Chargers, Devin Perry. Palmer with it now. Palmer with the shot. Saved by Allen. Good save by Allen. And it's still 2-0 Dwenger. Face off won by Hallsworth. Palmer keeps it, Duffus keeps it in. Duffus at the point now. Duffus with the shot, blocked in front by Woods. Nick James with it now. Benjamin James behind the play, pressured by number 16, Colby Mosier. Woods with it now, gets it out of the zone. Picked up by number 21, Scott Cross. Picked up now by Kohlmeyer, sends it further into the zone. Palmer failed to set it over. Here is off the crossbar was Knipscher. Bad pass by the Carroll defense led to a great opportunity for Knipscher, and he rings it off the crossbar. Coming down now, number 19, Cameron Perry. And that will be whistled down for an icing. Face-off won by the Carroll Chargers. Into the corner now. McClung against the Carroll defense. McClung keeps it alive. Pass to the center is unable to be completed. McClung with the drive off the side of net. Gutierrez behind the play. Rubs off his man. Kept alive by Zemanski. Zemanski in the corner. Thornton with it now. Gutierrez and Zemanski battling for control. Des with it now, but McClung steals it. McClung battling with Des for control, trying to keep it alive as McClung, but Des will get it out. Hensley with it now at center ice. Hensley skating down with the shot, saved by Hyde. Rebound, wide of the net. 4:06 left in the first period. Dwenger leads 2-0. McClung with it now at the corner. Shot is wide of the net. Hensley with it now. Trying to get it past the Carroll defense, unable to do so. Shot saved by Hyde, and that will be whistled down. Good shot by Luke Robertson, and it's a save on Hyde. Dwenger is just all over Carroll as they are unable to really get any momentum built. Once again, these two teams built a bit of a rivalry last year as they met each other multiple times and were very many close games. In the slot now is Dwenger. Shot from point is Woods. Shot above the net, and it comes back to the crease, and Hyde catches it for the save. Face-off won by the Saints. At the point now is Woods. Woods gets it further in, and he sends it into the netting. And play is going to be outside of the zone. Allen not really seeing much action so far in this period as it's been all Dwenger. Face-off won by the Saints. Woods gets it into the zone. Zaremba and Kuharski going in for the zone. Zaremba with the steal and the shot. Save, but still loose at the crease, and it finally pops to the corner. Josh Kuharski with it now. Zaremba trying to get it to Nick Kuharski. Unable to do so as it's broken up by Huffman. Zaremba now at the far boards. Poked away by Palmer, but Zaremba regains control. Stopped by DeGroot. Woods trying to move the puck, but unable to do so. Here comes Huffman. Huffman looking for some help, but a good play by Woods. Bumps him off the puck, and Dwenger regains control, but Palmer steals it away. And we will have our first penalty of the game to the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Kuharski to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. It's a Carroll power play here as they look to break Allen's concentration and focus with an early strike here. Trying to get out of the zone is Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer unable to do so. Gutierrez keeps it in. Shot broken down by Knipscher, and here they go down the side of the board. Duffus is there to break up the play, and Kohlmeyer will send it right back in. Hyde behind his net, drops it to Gutierrez. Gutierrez around to Hallsworth. And, excuse me, that is Salkhead, I believe. Number 16, Mosier. Duffus with it now. Duffus drops to Hallsworth, but is unable to complete it. Nick James will send it back down. And killing off more time. Gutierrez with it behind his net now. Gutierrez up to Perry, but unable to complete the pass. Woods with it now. Woods sends it down the ice, and he is gonna kill off more time. Gutierrez with it at the corner. Looking for an outlet pass. Sends it around the boards. Woods is going to get there, and he will send it back into the zone. Gutierrez once again in the corner, looking to break out here. But the play is broken down by Zaremba, and a big hit there by McClung on Gutierrez. Thornton with it now. Thornton broken up, and we will have another penalty as McClung goes for 2 minutes for head contact, and that results in an automatic 10-minute misconduct. So Carroll with the 5-on-3 advantage can really do some damage, but they got to get the puck inside the zone. As the Bishop Dwenger Saints are doing a very good job shutting down the plays as Carroll looks to get this on the board. Face off won by Palmer. Up the side now is Devin Perry. Perry with it as he's skating over the line. Perry down in the corner. Woods picks up behind the net. He is going to send it down. Hyde behind his net, grabs it. He sends it around the corner. 1 minute left in the period. Shot from the point by DeGroot, saved by Hyde. Duffus will send it around the corner, up to Ulrich. Ulrich up to Huffman. Huffman with it. He loses control but regains it. Huffman in the slot with the shot, blocked by Woods in his feet. Down in the corner now, Huffman trying to get control. Ulrich at the point, passing over to Duffus. It gets there, and a rebound shot saved by Allen. Rebound, he scores! Huffman on the power play, and Carroll takes the lead down to 1. Face off won by the Dwenger Saints as here comes Kuharski into the zone. Kuharski, pass is broken up. Battle for possession is Perry and Kuharski. Hallsworth comes away with it, but still battling for possession. Knipscher and Kuharski for the Dwenger Saints. Hensley with it now. Hensley back on the boards. Puck pops up. Knipscher with it now, and he will send it down with 3 seconds, and that will do it for the first period. Dwenger leads 2-1. You are watching the Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association here on SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website, SummitCitySports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the second period action as Carroll trails Dwenger 2-1. It's been pretty much almost all Dwenger in this game as they've really put it onto the Carroll Chargers, but Carroll finally broke through on a power play goal and now broke the lead to 1 goal. to the faceoff. Hallsworth and Kuharski. Faceoff won by Kuharski. DeGroot with it now, trying to get into the zone. He does. Bit of a good check, and we will have another penalty. Looks like Kuharski's going to be going back to the box for a cross-checking penalty. Play will come out of the zone to the center ice. Well, it's Carroll back to the power play here with 14:45 left in the second period. Face-off won by Thornton. Duffus over to Ulrey. Ulrey up the far side to Wallum. Wallum will send it into the zone. At the point now is Ulrey. Ulrey will chip it back in the zone. Thornton with it from the shot. Save. Rebound. And another save by Allen. Two good saves back to back by Allen, and keeps it at a one-goal game. Battling for possession now, Thornton, along with Wallum. Thornton trying to center, unable to do so. Dwenger will get it to center ice, but Duffus will send it right back in. And play is going to be whistled down for an offsides. Looks like play is going to be down inside the Carroll zone. Palmer to the face-off against James. Face-off won by Palmer. Ulrey with it now. Up to Perry, unable to complete the pass. Trying to get it back in was Kohlmeyer. In the zone now, Zaremba in the corner. Centering pass knocked away by Duffus. Ulrey with it now. Up to Perry. Perry over to Duffus. Or excuse me, Palmer. Palmer streaking in. Shot above the net. Perry and Duffus battle for control. Bit of a teammate struggle there. Pass to the slot is broken up. Ulrey with it in his own zone. Getting it up to Perry, but the pass isn't able to be completed as Kohlmeyer will send it back down. Duffus with it, trying to get it out of the zone to Huffman. Huffman with it, deeks around James. Huffman with it, with the shot blocked by number 24, DeGroot. James coming down. Excuse me, that's Knipscher. Knipscher with it. Loses control from Palmer, and Huffman will take it for the Carroll Chargers across the blue line. Huffman in the corner. Behind the net. Gets it over to Cross. Cross to Huffman. Dwenger back to full strength. Knipscher with it now. Trying to chip it out of the zone. Does, but Gutierrez is there to put it right back into the Dwenger zone. But out it pops. Palmer with it now. Palmer drawing two Saints on him. It's in his feet. No idea where it is as Woods gains control and chips it out of the zone. Picked up by Mosier. Mosier trying to gain control, unable to do so. Kuharski battling for control. Cross inside his own zone. Gutierrez with it behind the net, battling with Nick James. Louis Knipscher comes in for help, but Gutierrez will send it down, and that is going to be a Carroll icing. 11:52 in the second period, and it is still almost all Dwenger. Carroll was able to get some good pressure on the power play, but have since lost the momentum, and Dwenger's regained control. Face off now, Hallsworth against number 15, Shelby Woods. Or excuse me, 25, Luke Robertson. Zemansky with it now, loses control. DeGroot at center ice. DeGroot trying to get it past the Carroll defense. Picked up by number 73, Hallsworth. Dwenger almost called with an offsides, but kept it alive. Robertson with it behind the net. Robertson centering to Zemanski, unable to get it past Hallsworth. Mosier trying to get it out, unable to do so. Zemanski trying to pass the slot, unable to get the shot off. Hensley keeps it in. Shot sent wide of the net. Kuharski picks it up at the side. Picked up by Perry, and that's going to be up and back down. Hensley with it. Hensley with the shot, save off the pad of Hyde. Hallsworth and Kuharski battling for control. Kuharski kept alive by DeGroot, back and forth, kept alive by DeGroot. Beautiful play there. Icing waved off. DeGroot with it now. Trying to get it up to the point, unable to do so. Zaremba with it now. Bumped off the play by Thornton. Zaremba to Knipscher, who gets it deep. Duffus inside the zone. Pass intercepted by Hensley. Hensley coming in. Shot saved by Hyde. Rebound at the slot. No Saint there to pick it up. Zaremba with it now, centering. Nobody there, and the puck will come back out of the zone. Ori trying to get it out of the zone. Able to do so. Picked up by number 16, Chase Kohlmeyer. Lee Carroll with it now. Thornton with it. Gets it inside the zone. Onside play, but the Saints are there and send it out. Duffus trying to get it in zone. Blocked. Here comes Knipscher. Louis Knipscher coming in. Rubs his man off the play as Nick James is with a shot blocked by Ori. Down the corner now. Knipscher and Duffus trying to get centered, but Thornton's there. Puck sitting there trying to get a hold of it. Shot. Save. And play will be whistled down for a penalty. .9:19 left in the second period, and it is going to be Dwenger to the power play. Face-off won by the Saints. Zaremba now in the corner. Zaremba to the point. Then back to Kuharski. Kuharski. Shot saved by Hyde. Face-off to the right of Hyde. Face-off won by Kuharski. Kuharski to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer back to Kuharski. Kuharski back to Kohlmeyer. Back to Kuharski. Around the net, Zaremba. Zaremba to the corner. To Knipscher. Knipscher centering pass, nobody there. And Palmer tips it, but kept alive by Woods. Zaremba in the corner. Zaremba digs around, shot saved by Hyde. As Palmer's coming down with it, 2-on-1 for the Chargers, but is knocked away by Palmer, and that will be whistled down for an offsides. Face-off won by the Chargers, but Dwenger takes control. Here comes the Saints. Streaking down, Zemanski with the shot, and saved by Hyde. Face off to the right of Hyde. Thornton against Robertson, won by Thornton. Zemanski with it now. To the point now, number 24, DeGroot with it now. To Robertson. Zemanski with his try. Shot save. Puck's loose, and the play will be whistled down. Good try by the Saints, and Isaac Hyde will cover the puck. Face off now. Zemanski with it. Zemanski behind the net. Zemanski up to the point. Giroux loses control, and Huffman and Thornton are down on the break. Wagner with it now. Chips up to number 25, Luke Robertson. Trying to get it in the zone. Unable to do so. DeGroot with it now. Chips it out of the zone. Zemanski with it now. Here comes Hensley. Hensley coming in. Trying to get the shot off. Unable to do so. Kept alive by DeGroot. Down in the boards. Hensley with the whiff of the shot. Knipscher trying to keep it out, but unable to do so. And here's a 2-on-1 for the Carroll Chargers. Thornton with it. Loses control at the last second. Just past the slot. Is unable to go. Here it comes. Louis Knipscher, but Ulrich is there to keep it alive for the Chargers. And here comes Nick James on the break, and a bit of a hit from behind, but no call. Palmer with it now, trying to get it out of the zone. Kept alive by Ben James. Palmer shoots it out of the zone. Thornton with it now. Picked up by number 60, and we will have a penalty on the Dwenger Saints. Woods goes to the box for tripping. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all your game highlights and live streamings. Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports games. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? We've got you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at parkviewsportsnetwork.com. Duffus with the drive from the point is covered by Nick Allen. A little bit of extracurricular activity there after the whistle. But it looks like the refs have it under control. 6:25 left in the second period. Dwenger still holds the 2-1 lead as they are on the penalty kill. Hallsworth against Skuharski in the faceoff. Faceoff won by Hallsworth, but picked up by the Saints, and here they come. Zaremba coming down the side. Zaremba trying to get to the slot, unable to do so. Zaremba behind the net, picked up by Duffus. Duffus coming up the near boards, passing over to Perry. Perry with it. Perry back to Duffus, who shoots, saved by Allen. Rebound, and it is covered by Allen. Good chance by the Chargers, and even better save by Nick Allen. .6:02 left in the second period. Dwenger still holds on to that 1-goal differential. About 1:30 left in the penalty kill to the Saints. Palmer in the faceoff dot. Faceoff won by the Saints, who send it down the ice. Ori pressured against James. James there. Here comes Gutierrez now, behind the play. Palmer with it now. Palmer trying to get it past McClung. Here comes McClung with the deke shot. He scores! McClung with the drive-by, and it is 3-1 Dwenger. Short-handed goal. Face-off, won by the Saints. Down in the corner comes DeGroot. DeGroot with it. He will send it out of the zone. And racing down the line is Knipscher. Knipscher against Ulrich. Knipscher with it now. Coming across the ice. Slot pass. And wide of the net is Robertson with the shot. Hallsworth with it now. Hallsworth. Puck knocked away. Here comes Knipscher. Knipscher with a shot, saved behind loose, and he will cover it. Once again, Dwenger regains the momentum, and it has been almost all over Carroll. As at 4:52 left in the second period, Dwenger leads 3-1. Zaremba against Thornton in the faceoff. Faceoff won by Thornton. Gutierrez in the corner now. Pressure by Zaremba. Gutierrez to Thornton behind the net. Thornton loses control to Kuharski, but picks it right back up. Thornton with it now, coming up the side. Loses control. Here comes Kuharski. Kuharski trying to break free. He regains control, dinks around the defender, and he will chip it into the zone. Zaremba with it now. Zaremba knocked off by Des. Wallin with it now, pressured by Kuharski. Thornton with it, and they break out. Here come the Carroll Chargers. Des with it. Des with the shot off the blocker of Allen. Easy save on that one. Kuharski loses sight of the puck, doesn't know where it is, and the Carroll Chargers get it further in the zone. Thornton with it. To DeGroot. DeGroot back up the boards. Shot by Huffman is wide. Wallum trying to get it in the zone. Knipscher with it. He'll set it up and down the ice. Icing waved off. Picked up by Cross. Cross with it. Up to Gutierrez. Gutierrez sends it over to Huffman. Huffman loses sight of it, but picked up by Thornton. Thornton with it now. Pushed down to the ice. Rebound. He scores! Bit of a miscommunication there by the netminder, Allen. Thought he had it covered, but it pops loose, and Carroll jumps on the rebound. Three to 2 now is your score with 3:26 left. Face-off won by the Saints, and we will have a penalty on the Carroll Chargers. Palmer to the box for tripping. James to the face-off against Huffman. Waiting for the time to be put up on the board, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. James and Huffman in the face-off circle. Face-off won by James. Down in the corner. Looking for a pass to the slot, unable to do so is Louis Knipscher. Duffus will sit it there on the boards, unable to keep it in. It's Kohlmeyer as he will set it down. Kohlmeyer in his own zone. Kohlmeyer over to Wagner. Wagner up to James. James will chip it into the zone, unable to keep it past Duffus. Duffus up against the boards, trying to kill as much time as he can. Keeping the play pressed against the boards. McClung, James, Huffman, all battling for the puck. Puck squirts loose now. Louis Knipser tries to deke, unable to do so. Perry stops the play. Duffus with it now. Duffus loses control of the pass, and he will get it out and down the ice. Knipser with it now. Knipser coming down the side. Knipser looking for a shot, saved by Hyde, and he will hang on. 2:10 left in the second period. Dwenger leads Carroll 2-3, 3-2, with 48 seconds left of penalty kill time. Excuse me, Dwenger on the power play. Face-off, won by Kuharski. Zaremba in the slot. Kuharski with he scores! It's a power play goal! Kuharski, and it is 4-2 Dwenger. Zaremba with a bit of a weak shot in the slot, fooled Hyde, who got him down. Kuharski takes it and puts it right past him for a 4-2 lead. And as I've said before, it is almost all Dwenger here, as play is going to be whistled down for an offsides. Into the face-off. Kuharski against Hallsworth. Face-off, won by Kuharski. Put in the zone is Hensley. Hensley loses control of the puck but gains it right back. Perry with it now. Trying to get it out of the zone. Unable to do so. Falling on it is Zaremba. Kept alive by Kuharski. Hensley with it now. Sends it deep into the zone. In the near corner now. Kuharski and Gutierrez battling for control of the puck. Gutierrez with it now. Trying to get it loose. Hallsworth with Zaremba. Kuharski trying to get it away from Gutierrez. Around the corner now. Hensley with it. Hensley looking for a centering pass. Hensley still with it. With the pass knocked away by Gutierrez, and Mosier tries to get it out, kept alive by Hensley. Down the corner now. Zaremba looking for a center pass. Unable to do it. Hensley with the boards. Mosier's there to pressure him as they battle for control of the puck. Puck one, kept alive by Kuharski. Popped up, Mosier trying to get it out. Carroll desperately needs to get it out of the zone. Perry loses control, and here come the Saints once again. Hensley coming in. Loses control, but there is another Saint there. Kuharski with the shot, saved by Hyde. Wagner with it now, shot saved by Hyde. We're going to have a couple penalties here. Gutierrez and Knipser both go into the box. Linesmen will talk it over with their officials, trying to make sure they get the right call. Earlier in the day, we had the Summit City Panthers and the Fort Wayne Bruins game, as the Fort Wayne Bruins edged off the Panthers 3-1. And just recently, these Leo Lions defeated the Homestead Spartans by a score of 5-1. And right now, it looks like it's going to be an all-Dwenger game, as they have just laid it on Carroll, shift after shift. Carroll unable to mount really any offensive outside of their 2 goals. And it looks like it is going to be a power play for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. It looks like Gutierrez is going to pick up an extra penalty on that play. Face-off to the left of Hyde. 35 seconds left in the second period. Into the face-off, Knipscher against Thornton. Face-off, won by Knipscher. Knipscher with the shot off the face-off, sent wide. Into the boards now is DeGroot. DeGroot up to Knipscher. Ulrich applying pressure. Knipscher trying to center, unable to get control. Centering pass, blocked by Hyde. Duffus trying to get it out, unable to do so. McClung trying to shoot. Right, here comes Thornton, breaking free of the defender, and is hauled down by the Dwenger defense, and that will be called as a holding penalty. Nicholas James to the box for holding, and it is now 4-on-4 with 9 seconds left. Face-off won by the Saints. DeGroot trying to get it out, unable to do so. Thornton with it now. Thornton with the shot, save, rebound in the slot, but knocked away by McClung. And that will do it for the second period. Dwenger leads Carroll 4-2. And we'll be right back with more Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association here on SummitCitySports.com.
While the expansion of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse is enhancing the experience for athletes around the area, Parkview Sports Medicine is doing the same inside of the expansion, introducing the brand new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, providing immediate access to the entire PSM team for athletes all around the region.
We have this team that we can take care of them from the moment they come in, present with their injury, take them all the way through to the point where they're ready to be back to the performance level that they came in pre-injury. We can provide just about anything that any of your walk-in clinics provide, but we definitely focus on musculoskeletal issues.
The Ortho Express Clinic meets athletes where they're at and when they're playing. The entire PSM team will be at an athlete's fingertips. Additionally, the clinic houses the region's only DEXA body composition assessment and a sports dietitian who can work with athletes on their dietary needs.
Some athletes, it might be a difference in their starting position. You know, they might see a number and say, wow, you know, I had no idea that was my body composition. How can I change this? And sometimes just seeing numbers is more motivating than just talking about, you know, maybe their calorie amount that they're taking in.
The advantage to having an Ortho Express clinic is the diversity of the hours. So people who have non-traditional work schedules should be able to get in. I think having athlete access on the athletic trainer side in the trenches, so to speak, and having them be able to get a hold of us or maybe send us a note and saying, hey, this patient's coming in, this is what I'm worried about, and gives us a heads up.
Whether it's the use of treatment tables, the radiology room, cold whirlpool tank, or the traditional exam room, the Ortho Express Clinic gives patients a seamless experience all under one roof.
This is the type of facility you see in professional and high-level Division I athletics where you have everything right in one place. So if an athlete gets hurt playing basketball or volleyball on the other side, within the same facility they can get their physical therapy or an x-ray if needed just to rule out a fracture. That's stuff you hear about in the NFL, stuff you hear about at high-level colleges where kids just went downstairs and got an x-ray at halftime. We can actually do that in-house now. So it makes us kind of a state-of-the-art, unique facility.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, at the Parkview Sport One Ice House for the second intermission. Dwenger has just been all over Carroll this game as they lead 4-2. Let's take a look back at how we got here. Starting off at 2-0 Dwenger. This goal was a power play goal for the Carroll Chargers. A beautiful setup and a one-timer in the slots gives the Carroll Chargers a 2-1 deficit. Up next, though, is once again Dwenger taking control. Here we had a beautiful drive to the net by the Dwenger Saints, and McClung buries it for the 3-1 Dwenger lead. Here we had Allen, who believed he had it covered, but the puck squirted loose, and Carroll puts it in the net, cuts the lead to 1 at 3-2. And finally, as we come up to the 4-2 score, a beautiful face-off win by the Saints. Bit of a floater to the net. Isaac Hyde comes out to cover it, but Kuharski gets there first, and he intercepts the puck and just puts it right around Hyde for the 4-2 Dwenger lead. Bit of a physical game back and forth. Both teams coming out with some big hits here and there, and a couple penalties have been called for both for some extracurricular activities. As I've mentioned before, these two teams have built a bit of a rivalry here between themselves after last season. These two teams met in the semifinals last season as Carroll Chargers edged up the Bishop Dwenger Saints and went on to win the Memorial Cup for the 3rd consecutive year. The Memorial Cup is awarded to the team who is the league champions and after the playoffs. But Dwenger kind of got a little bit of a revenge, though, winning a 2A state title, while Carroll only got to the finals and losing in their division. And we will be back with third period action here on SummitCitySports.com. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like us on Facebook, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of your game highlights and live streaming events. Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? We've got you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at ParkviewSportsNetwork.com. This is Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association here on SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, one website, SummitCitySports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, one website, SummitCitySports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Summit City Sports.
While the expansion of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse is enhancing the experience for athletes around the area, Parkview Sports Medicine is doing the same inside of the expansion. Introducing the brand new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, providing immediate access to the entire PSM team for athletes all around the region.
We have this team that we can take care of them from the moment they come in, present with their injury, take them all the way through to the point where they're ready to be back to the performance level that they came in pre-injury. We can provide just about anything that any of your walk-in clinics provide, but we definitely focus on musculoskeletal issues.
The Ortho Express Clinic meets athletes where they're at and when they're playing. The entire PSM team will be at an athlete's fingertips. Additionally, the clinic houses the region's only DEXA body composition assessment and a sports dietitian who can work with athletes on their dietary needs.
Some athletes, it might be a difference in their starting position. They might see a number and say, wow, I had no idea that was my body composition. How can I change this? And sometimes just seeing numbers is more motivating than just talking about, maybe their calorie amount that they're taking in.
The advantage to having an Ortho Express clinic is the diversity of the hours. So people who have non-traditional work schedules should be able to get in. I think having athlete access on the athletic trainer side in the trenches, so to speak, and having them be able to get a hold of us or maybe send us a note and saying, hey, this patient's coming in, this is what I'm worried about, and gives us a heads up.
Whether it's the use of treatment tables, the radiology room, cold whirlpool tank, or the traditional exam room, the Ortho Express Clinic gives patients a seamless experience all under one roof.
This is the type of facility you see in professional and high-level Division I athletics where you have everything right in one place. So if an athlete gets hurt playing basketball or volleyball on the other side, within the same facility they can get their physical therapy or an x-ray if needed just to rule out a fracture. That's stuff you hear about in the NFL, stuff you hear about at high-level colleges where kids just went downstairs and got an x-ray at halftime. We can actually do that in-house now. So it makes us kind of a state-of-the-art, unique facility.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, for the third period action as the Dwenger Saints have already taken to the ice. Nick Allen has looked pretty good in net despite those 2 goals. He has done a fabulous job against the Carroll Chargers. It'll be interesting to see which Charger goaltender comes out for this third period. Looks like Hyde will still be in net for the Chargers. Carroll really needs to do something to get some life back into their game. That's been pretty much all Dwenger since the start, since puck drop. And Carroll, despite having 2 goals on the board, they're lucky to have those 2 goals with the amount of pressure that Dwenger has just applied on and on and on and on and on, shift after shift. Carroll really looking to get some life back into their game this period. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, please remember that today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of your game replays and live streaming events. Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? We've got you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at parkviewsportsnetwork.com. We are set for puck drop here as it is 4-on-4 hockey to start the third period. Thornton coming into the faceoff for the Carroll Chargers. Kuharski for the Saints. Faceoff won by Thornton. Des with it now. Duffus loses control. Zaremba applying pressure. Kuharski gets away from Thornton. Bit of a sticky puck right now as Zaremba trying to gain control, but the puck is sticking to the ice. Down the plane now is Hensley. Battle for control from Cross. Kuharski at the point. Gets it to Hensley. Loses control to Cross. Cross sends it down. And that will be an icing. "47 seconds until the Chargers return to full strength. Then they will have a little bit of a power play, but not very long. Into the faceoff now. Thornton Knipscher. Faceoff won by Knipscher. Shot off the faceoff is wide of the net. McClung with it now. Behind the net, Knipscher loses it to Thornton. Thornton coming up the boards. Trying to get it deep in the zone. Trying to get some life into the Chargers. Thornton with it. Centering pass. Knocked away by McClung at the last second. Wallem with it now. Wallem behind the net. Knocked away by McClung. McClung will send it around the boards. Kept alive by Duffus. Duffus loses control of the puck. As Dwenger regains control. Knipscher up to McClung. McClung can't handle the pass and is sent into the zone. McClung with it in the corner. Battling up with it. And he will lose control. Knipscher with the save. Took a bounce off Hyde's gloves. Carroll returns to full strength. Woods keeps it alive. 20 seconds left on the power play to the Carroll Chargers. Carroll will send it down, and that will be an icing. Even when shorthanded, Dwenger is still just all over Carroll tonight. They just cannot get out of their zone, even with the man advantage. Dwenger looks like they're going to be one of the toughest teams to beat this season. Kuharski to the faceoff. Shot off the faceoff, not expecting the shot was Hyde. They caught him by a little bit by surprise. But he gloves it down nonetheless and gets the whistle. Kuharski again wins it to Woods. Kuharski to Woods, loses control. And here come the Carroll Chargers. Hallsworth with it now. Hallsworth bumped off the play. Zaremba with it, loses control to Perry. Perry with it, and that is going to be whistled for an offsides. Face-off won by the Saints. Duffus with it now. Down in the corner, Duffus, shot, saved by Allen. Mosier with it now, behind the net. Trying to center it, nobody there. DeGroot with it now, chips it into the Dwenger bench. Face off to the left of Nick Allen. Face off won by Palmer, but the Saints gain control. Knipscher trying to get it out of the zone, unable to do so. Kept alive by Perry, but he loses control. Zaremba with it now. Zaremba down in the corner. He loses control, but gains it right back. At the point now is Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer trying to get it to Knipscher, unable to do so. And the Carroll Chargers lift it up. And there's a Carroll player trying to sneak behind the Dwenger defense and is able to get past him. Huffman with the save, the shot, Allen with the save, and a rebound chance by Huffman. DeGroot with it now. DeGroot trying to get it in the corner. Kuharski with it now. Kept alive by number 21, Scott Cross. And the puck is brought out. Cross trying to pass to Duffus, but unable to get it completed. Duffus with it now. Duffus coming down the slot. And that is Satsay. He scores! A miscue by Allen trying to cover the puck. And Duffus puts it right past him. And we have a 4-3 game. Face-off won by the Saints. Carroll starting to show some life in their game. Wallum with it now in the corner. Pass to the slot to Thorson, incomplete. Wallum trying to regain control, and Kohlmeyer will chip it out. Down the corner now is Zemansky. Picked up in the corner now by the Carroll defense. Hensley at the point, shot saved, tipped on net, wide. Robertson with it now to Zemansky. Battling for control is Ulrich. Kept alive by Woods. Here comes Robertson. Robertson with a shot save, rebound! And that is cleared away by the Carroll defense. Shot at the point, knocked away by Ulrich. Wallum trying to regroup and get it out, and he is able to do so. Woods stops it at center ice. Pass intercepted by Des. Here is Des with the shot. Rebound chance, and is cleared away by Hensley. Bad pass by the Dwenger defense, and Carroll is really starting to show some life now. Shot by Knipscher. It will be deflected by Duffus, and is into the netting. Face off in the Carroll zone is won by Halsworth. Here comes Mosier, racing McClung for it. McClung will get there first. At the boards now, trying to get it out. McClung chips it past Perry. Perry able to regain control. And it's chipped out of play by Kohlmeyer. Duffus off the boards. And that is going to go down for an icing. 10:02 left in the third period. Dwenger leads 4-3. Carroll really needed to get this period off on a good note with a fast goal, and they did exactly that. But Dwenger looks like they've recaptured the momentum as we move on with this face-off. Face-off won by the Chargers. Kohlmeyer trying to keep it in, unable to do so. McClung intercepts the pass before Mosier can get to it and gets loose on a break. McClung in the zone. Picked up by the Carroll defense. Down the corner, Perry trying to get loose. McClung with the centering pass, nobody there. Kohlmeyer with it now. Kohlmeyer sends it in. Picked up by Cross in the corner. Cross chips it off the boards, but kept alive by James. Up with the puck now is Louis Knipscher. Louis Knipscher trying to get past everybody, but unable to do so. Kept alive by Ben James. Ben James passes to the point to DeGroot. Successful. Duffus with it now. Duffus at center ice. Into the corner now and sends it around the boards. Huffman with it. Into the corner. Picked up by Louis Knipscher. Mishandled it. Cross will send it into the zone. Hensley in the corner. Chips it off the boards. Picked it up by Ulrich, who sends it back into the Dwenger zone. And DeGroot is there. Pass to Hensley. Mishandled. And now Huffman with it. Pass to the slot. Broken up by Kuharski. Zaremba with it now. Bumped off the puck by Gutierrez. Pass miscue as Woods picks it up. Palmer with it now. Palmer up the far boards, bumped off by the Dwenger defense. Woods with it now. Trying to break free. Woods does, but bumped off by Palmer. Huffman loses in his skate. Gutierrez is there. Here comes Palmer. Palmer breaks, dekes the defense, but loses control of the puck. Kuharski with it now, behind the net. Gets around Huffman. Gets around Gutierrez. And Knipscher's with it now. 2-on-2 for the 2-on-2 play. Shot. Saved by Hyde. Ori with it now behind the net. Chips it around. McClung mishandles it and is picked up by the Chargers. But McClung is right there and continues to pressure the Carroll defense. Perry with it in the corner. Zaremba gains control, looking for an open outlet, but unable to do so. Picked up by number 17, Griffin Knipscher. Palmer coming down the side. Big hit there as Mosier comes in. Shot save, another rebound save. And that will be whistled down. Carroll with 3 chances in the slot, and Allen there to make all 3 saves. Face-off is going to be to the left of Allen with 7:02 left in the third period. Thornsworth to the face-off against Robertson. Face-off won by Thornton, picked up by Des. Des to Duffus. Duffus with a bit of a clapper, and is a save by Allen. Thornton with it now. Loses control, but Duffus is there. Zemansky with it now. Kept alive by Cross. Thornton with it. Dekes around his defense, but loses control. Thornton again in the corner. Picked up by Robertson. Robertson with it. Up to Zemansky. Kept alive by DeGroot. DeGroot to Wagner. DeGroot unable to keep it alive there. Here comes Des. 3-on-2 for the Chargers, and that is blown dead. Wallman a little offsides. .6:15 in this third period. This game is going by pretty fast compared to the other games. Not as many penalties in this one either, despite it started of a heated rivalry between these two teams. Hallsworth to the faceoff, won by Hallsworth, but the Dwenger Saints come away with it, and falling down is Nick James. Louis Knipscher with it now. Knipscher coming up the slot. Knipscher with the drive, saved by Hyde. Hallsworth with it behind the net. Hallsworth trying to get it up to the Carroll defense, but unable to grab it. It's Perry. Knipscher with it now. Knipscher, a bit of a trip, and that will be called. Mosier's going to go for tripping as soon as there's a whistle. And there is the whistle. Dwenger to the power play. Dwenger could really use a goal here to extend their lead back to 2 with 5:40 left in the third period. Kuharski to the face-off. He'll be up against Huffman. Face-off is won, but sent down the ice. Woods with it now. Woods up the boards, trying to hit Knipscher, but unable to do so. Kuharski with it now, trying to break free. Duffus is there, and he will send it down the ice. Woods picks it up behind the net. Back over to Hensley. Up to Woods, but broken up by Huffman, and Hensley's there to pick it up. Hensley up to Zaremba. Zaremba coming down the boards. Looking to get around the Carroll defense. Perry doing a good job boxing him out. Pass up to the slot. Shot is above the net. Good chance there by the Saints, but sends the puck way high. Battling for control, and Carroll gets it out. Down in the corner is Kuharski. Kuharski takes it behind his net. Huffman intercepts a pass that was going to go to McClung. Excuse me. And Kuharski will take it. Knipscher now inside the Carroll zone. Knipscher gets around Duffus and is picked up by McClung at the point. McClung trying to get around, unable to do so. Kept alive, no, it doesn't get kept alive, and that is whistled down for an offsides. 26 seconds left to the power play of the Saints with 4:05 left in the third. Carroll's done a really good job. And we will have a timeout on the Dwenger Saints. This power play by the Saints isn't looking very good. Bit of miscommunications on passes all across the board. Good chance, their best chance of this power play came by a pass from the behind the net to the slot, but was unable to finish it as they shoot it above the net. Carroll really looking to hold on with this penalty kill as they must kill this off if they're going to have a chance of tying this up with 4:05 left in the third. Teams getting their plays together, one looking to score, one looking to kill. Face-off is going to be outside the zone of the Carroll Chargers. James to the face-off against Thornton. Face-off is going to be won by Thornton, but picked up by the Dwenger Saints. Carroll gets it out. In the corner now is Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer over to McClung. McClung back to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer off the boards. Knipscher with it now. Knipscher loses control to James. And the save to Hyde. Face off to the right of Hyde. Won by Hallsworth. Kuharski with it now. Here comes Huffman. Huffman over to Perry. Perry with it now. Perry, and that will be whistled for an offsides. 3:28 left in the third period. Dwenger still holds a 4-3 lead. Face-off is won by the Chargers and sent in. Hensley catches the puck up high, and he seems to be having a little bit of trouble. Zaremba in the corner now. Ori in there. Ori. Pass is intercepted by Robertson. Carroll gets it out of the zone. Kohlmeyer with it now, who chips it back into the zone. Duffus with it. Chip play out, and Kohlmeyer's there to send it right back into the Carroll zone. Bishop Dwenger doing a very good job shutting down the Chargers at center ice. And play will be waved off. No icing on the play. Kohlmeyer there. Kohlmeyer pressured by Perry. Hallsworth pokes it. Kuharski with it now. Kuharski chips it off the boards. And there is Gutierrez. Gutierrez to cross. Loses control. Picked up by Huffman. Huffman with it now into the zone. Huffman with a shot above the net. Perry on the boards. Gets to Gutierrez with the shot. Blocked by Kuharski. Kuharski gets it out of the zone. Gutierrez and James racing for the puck. James is there with the centering pass. Knipscher with the shot, and that is saved by Hyde. Knipscher with a wide open shot in the slot and a good save on that play by Isaac Hyde. And we will have yet another timeout by the Carroll Chargers. We will be right back with more third period action here on SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, one website, SummitCitySports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private space.
And we are back with the continuation of the third period. Face off to the right of Hyde. Face off won by the Chargers. James with it now in the corner. Picked up by Duffus. Intercepted by Nick James. James with the shot wide of the net. Picked up by Knipscher. Louis Knipscher in the corner. Pressured by Thornton. Nick James in to help. Des chips it out of the zone. Icing waved off. And puck will be played by Allen and covered up. Minute 39 left in the third period. Carroll trails 3-4. And they're looking to get a goal here with the play inside the Bishop Dwenger zone. Face-off is Thornton and Kuharski. Face-off won by Thornton with a drive from the point, wide of the net. Thornton centering, cannot get the play to go. McClung in the corner now. Battling for control. Robertson with it now. Robertson carrying it out to center ice. Minute 22 left. Robertson centers to Zaremba. Zaremba with the shots wide. McClung trying to get it loose. Excuse me. Robertson trying to get it in slot. Hyde to the bench. Empty net for the Chargers. Thornton in the corner. Pressured by Kuharski. Kohlmeyer is there as well. Thornton trying to center it. Nobody there. Kept alive by Gutierrez with the shot into the glove. Rebound. Cleared out by Kohlmeyer. Gutierrez with it there. Perry gets it into the zone. Play offsides. And play is whistled for the offsides. And play will be sent all the way down to the Carroll zone. That is something Carroll did not need with 37 seconds left. It's a face-off in their own zone. Face-off is going to be the right of Hyde, who returns to the net. Knipscher against Hallsworth. Face-off won by Hallsworth. Chipped out by the Carroll Chargers. Hallsworth looking to pressure James. Knipscher sends it down. And that will be an icing on the Saints. 18 seconds left in the third. This one will be a nail biter down to the finish. Hyde to the bench once again. 6-on-5 advantage for the Carroll Chargers. Face off to the left of Allen. Dwenger looking to set up a block. Hallsworth to the face-off against James. Face-off is going to be won by Hallsworth. Gutierrez from the point, shot, tipped, and sent down. And that is in! Knipscher, Louis Knipscher seals the game. 5-3 Dwenger with 11 seconds left in the game. That is pretty much the nail in the coffin, folks, as Dwenger leads 5-3. Louis Knipscher picks up his first as a Saint. Face-off won by the Chargers. 9 seconds left on the clock. Gutierrez in the corner, pressured by James. 4 seconds left. And that will do it. The Bishop Dwenger Saints have defeated the Carroll Chargers by a score of 5-3. Nick Allen with the victory. And of course, at the end of every game is the traditional handshake line. This has been day 1 of the Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association High School Division here on SummitCitySports.com.